Pokemon is loaded with strange and mysterious things, and part of that is of course the secret zones and places that you can discover in Pokemon. So today we're taking a look at 5 more secret zones and mystery zones in the world of Pokemon. For more of these, check out part 1, which you can see right here, and yeah, either way, let's get started with the video. New Moon Island is first on this list. As for those who are unaware, New Moon Island is an interesting little island found in the Sinnoh region. It is also the home of the mythical and sought-after Pokemon known as Darkrai. This island is a rocky place with a small clearing in the middle containing a pond with darker than normal water, which is in the shape of a circle to represent the new moon. The only thing you will find here is Darkrai, and nothing else resides on the island. There's no grass, no such things. Now you may wonder, how do I get to this island? Well, like many hidden areas with mythical Pokemon in them in most Pokemon games, you need to get your hands on a special item from a Nintendo sanctioned event. In this case, you need the member card, which will allow you as a player to enter the locked in Canalave City, whereupon, after going to sleep, you will experience a nightmare and wake up on New Moon Island. Now, for the most part, there is not really a legit way to get on the island today, since there are no more member cards being given out by Nintendo. However, there is a surf glitch that is available in the Japanese version of Diamond and Pearl, which allows for you to basically get to the island without having the member card. Overall, a cool place, and really disappointing that not more people could experience and find this Darkrai themselves back in the day. And I really hope that when they do future mythicals and events like this, they actually include a way for all of us to get them in a cool way and not just like a generic code and there you go, that's it. But yeah, let's get to the next one. Hidden Grottoes is next on the list. See, Hidden Grottoes are lovely little things from the 5th generation of Pokemon in Black and White 2. This was a feature, basically, rather than a secret place, but it was a feature that allowed players to find Pokemon with, like, basically, like, find these little grottos, these little caves or whatever, with, Pokemon with hidden abilities inside of them, as well as items inside of them. What was so cool was the fact that there were several of these grottos in the games, which you can find and enter them, and you will find a small room containing again either a Pokemon or item inside. I do think that this feature was a missed opportunity for them to add in something like a secret base type of feature. Some of the grottos could have perhaps been places where you could make your own little home or base, but I guess they may not have wanted to do that because that way it could have been too similar to secret bases, so they probably avoided it for that reason, maybe, I don't know. Either way, grottos can be found in a few different places, and the only thing they really require is for you to approach them, interact with them to enter them. It's really simple, but it's kind of like one of those secret things that people forget about. People forget about the grottos all the time, and I just thought it was worthwhile to keep them on the list as they're kind of an interesting thing. Next up is the Embedded Tower, which is a part of Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Now, this is a place that a lot of people overlooked. Located on Route 47, my favorite route in Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver, you can find a certain set of Pokemon here. Now, if you as the player show up at the Embedded Tower while holding a blue or red orb, you will cause Kyogre or Groudon to show up, depending on which orb you are carrying. Once again, adding to the amazingness of Heart Gold and Soul Silver and the amazing amount of content you can find in these specific games. Either way, so how do you actually access the place and get the Pokemon, caught there and that, exist there, these legendaries? Well, it's in Route 47 as mentioned, and as for how you actually get your hands on Kyogre and Groudon, you need to first go obtain a Kanto starter in Pallet Town after defeating Trainer Red. Then after doing that, you go to Mr. Pokemon, and he will hand you a blue or red orb. Use that then to summon Kyogre or Groudon, and then what you can do if you have both Kyogre and Groudon caught, you can head over to the Professor Oak's lab, and he will give you a Jade Orb, and this Jade Orb will cause a Pokemon known as Rayquaza to appear in the Embedded Tower. This has to be one of my favorite places in all of Heart Gold and Soul Silver. It's a very forgotten place. The fact that they made this unique event for you to get the Hoenn legendaries is honestly fantastic to me. Sure, it's not like that huge, it's just like a little tower which you can enter into, and there's a little side quest and stuff to it, but it's a cool side quest. It didn't require you to go through and let me get my hands on this thing or that thing, these extra unnecessary things on the sides, going to a Nintendo sanctioned event or something for a code. Instead, all you had to do was simply go into an in-game event to get these legendaries, and it was a cool event, right? Go battle Red, get yourself a starter, talk to Mr. Pokemon, get an orb, come to a Embedded Tower, catch yourself a legendary. It's a cool way to get a legendary Pokemon. I really love it, and I really do hope that they expand upon more stuff like this in the future. Next, we have my favorite event from Hoenn, the Reggie Caves. Now, these were something I never understood fully as a kid when I played Pokemon Ruby and Pokemon Sapphire for the first time, but as soon as I discovered how you actually entered these caves, I fell in love with them. Now, of course, the Reggies are, not the greatest of Pokemon, but either way, the Reggie Caves are 3 specific caves which you can enter, and after doing a puzzle, the cave will open up a door which leads you into a room with one of the Reggies, right? Now, to get started, the first thing you have to do is go to Route 134 into the diving spot there. Once in there, read the braille on the far inscription and use the move Dig. This will cause the door to open, at which time you can go in and read the inscription, and after doing that, you have to put a Wailord in the top of your party and a Relicanth at the bottom. This is basically like reversed in Ruby and Sapphire. This is how you do it in Emerald. Either way, an earthquake will happen, opening another door. At this point, you can head out to the other caves for the Reggies, of course. First up is Reggie Rocks cave. Now, basically to get there, head over to the desert. Once you get there, you need to basically find the cave, and you need to read the first inscription on the wall in the cave, and then after you've done that, go 2 steps left and 2 steps down, and then use the move Rock Smash from a Pokemon in your party. Just use it like it's a HM, right? And then the door will open and you can battle a Reggie Rock at level 40. Next is Reggie Ice. Now, Reggie Ice, right? His cave can be found on Route 105, so head over there, and then when you are inside, you read the inscription, and then you have to do a clockwise lap around the cave and make sure that you are staying close to the walls at all times, and after a full lap around it, it will open the door and you can battle a level 40 Reggie Ice inside. And of course, finally, it's Red Steel. Whom has its cave in Route 120. So after you get there, read the inscription and they'll go into the middle of the room and use Flash, and the door will open and boom, you can battle and catch a level 40 Registeel. So this is honestly one of my favorite parts of any Pokemon game, having to go through this process and this strange little journey and mystery to get your hands on an awesome reward at the end was fantastic, making this one of the best secrets and mysterious places in Pokemon to discover. But also, I think this is more or less like also a really cool side quest, if anything, right? But it takes you to these like mysterious hidden places which you usually would just ignore, right? Because when you see the Reggie Cave when you're a kid and you don't know what the deal is with it, you're just going to enter it, you're going to notice it's just a bit of text, and you're going to be like, okay, cool, who cares, I'm going to move on, right? But then the fact that you can actually enter this secret place with these legendaries by doing these little puzzles is just incredible. Birth Island is the final one on this list. For those who don't know what Birth Island is, well, let me tell you. Birth Island was the home of the mythical Pokemon Deoxys, who dwelled in this place for a long time. This place was available only in Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green and Pokemon Emerald. See, the island itself was pretty small, and when you got there, the only thing you would find was a strange little triangle that would move around if you interacted with it. Now, this is where the fun started. You see, to actually make Deoxys spawn, you had to solve this puzzle. But you might be wondering, how'd you get to the island to begin with? Well, to get started, you first needed to download the Aurora ticket through Mystery Gift and then sail to Birth Island, which was located near the 6 and 7 islands. Either way, to actually sail there, you had to go to the Sea Gallop ferries in Fire Red Leaf Green, and Emerald you had to take the SS Tidal. Now, as mentioned, once you finally get there, you will only find a triangle there which you can basically just press, but then you have to solve a mystery. As for now, how to solve it and the explanation will be on the screen, as it's kind of hard to explain. It will just be on the screen for those who want to actually try this out. However, after doing this, you would encounter Deoxys, who will appear in a normal form. However, once captured, it will transform into attacking form, defense form, or speed form. See, in Fire Red and Leaf Green, it will transform into attack form and defense form respectively, and in Pokemon Emerald it will be speed form only. But yeah, in my honest opinion, it's a cool place, and I can't wait to see if Pokemon bring back more of these unique events for legendaries and mythicals, especially in the future, considering, you know, hey, they've done a lot of these kind of things in the past, so why not bring them back again? However, that is the end of the video, guys, and that is the final one for this video to cover. So I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, then drop a like down below. And yeah, guys, if you want to see more of these videos, if you want to see a part 3, let's hit 1,000 likes again. You guys did a great job. You smashed it last time like crazy. So if you guys want to see a part 3 of secret and mysterious zones in Pokemon, then just hit the like button down below. And I hope you all enjoyed what you watched today. Bye bye.